Hello, this is Rick again. Just thought I'd come down here and do a short little clip on how I do my dissolutions in Aqua Regia. The hot plate is a little potpourri plate. Got it at a yard sale. I think I paid like 50 cents for it. The dish was cracked, but the hot plate still works. You got a little jar here. Looks like a pudding dish, but anyway, it's Pyrex. I don't know what you call this other one here. A little monkey dish. It's Pyrex as well. But I got it sitting on top of the hot plate, and as you can see, when you hold it still up close, it's bubbling. It's not hot enough to get it at a rolling boil, but it doesn't really need to be. It's hot enough right now that it's causing it to dissolve. And the little glass dish over the top, for the most part, keeps 90% of the fumes inside, so that they condense and actually roll back down towards the point and drop back in. Kind of recycles your nitric, keeps it from being gassed and fumed. Should be done inside a 5-gallon bucket with the cord going through a wall, the lid on the 5-gallon bucket, hose from that going into another jug full of water and lye, sodium hydroxide, neutralize the gas. Have your AP system air drive hooked up to the tank too, so it's got forced air feed going through it to blow off the fumes. I haven't built that piece of equipment yet, but it's going to be, and it shall be in my lab sometime soon. Thought about building it before I did this, but nah. Come down here, rattle my jaw a little more, let you look at some more of what I'm doing. Plastic jug I got this in right now is just an ice cream container. I use them quite often. Small plastic container works well. Idea should be pretty straightforward. If I do something stupid, knock my bowl over, it gets hot enough to somehow crack, even though it's Pyrex, the solution would fall down inside here and it would be recoverable. But what I'm dissolving is a little over 30 grams of doré. It's supposed to be gold, silver, platinum, palladium, some of the other PGMs, don't know for sure. That's all I was told. It comes from a guy out of Montana, up close to the Stillwater complex. Anyway, the guy lives in Libby. Then he sent me a bunch of stuff to refine, and I'm down here doing a little quick skit, letting you look inside my dish while it's doing its thing. The camera up close like this, you can thoroughly see that it's just bubbling and boiling away. Just a little potpourri dish on this Pyrex container is all it takes. It gets it more than hot enough to do its thing. That's what we're after. You don't want it to get so hot that it does in what's called in the chemistry world isotrope or whatever it is, where it all of a sudden just goes kapoof into a mass of bubbles. That's too hot. You're driving off the nitric and screwing things up. All you want is for it to be warm enough to actually work. And it looks like potpourri dishes do the job quite nicely. This is actually the first time I tried this potpourri dish. I had a coffee cup warmer, I call them. Anyway, it was a hot plate for a coffee cup, but it just didn't get hot enough. This works real well. The hot plates out from electric coffee pots work really well as too. But I kind of like this one. It's got a roll snap switch right here in line, so it's way cool. Think so anyway. But there you go. I'll have to let this go until it completely dissolves, and if it doesn't, then great. If it doesn't completely dissolve, I'm going to add some more to it and see if it starts taking off on that. You can add material and use up your nitric that way, and you don't have to go through to boil it down to 1/3 its volume, add muriatic acid back to its original volume, do the boil down again, repeat that 3 times, then add 3 times its volume of water, and then you drop the gold out with sodium metabisulfite or ferrous sulfate, oxalic acid. There are several other precipitants, but sodium metabisulfite is the one that I always use, and it's the one that I recommend. It's clean. It gives you a good precipitate that can be directly melted with borax. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop the gold out of this with sodium metabisulfite, I'm going to have to go after the platinum with ammonium chloride and drop it out. Any silver that's in here should be an insoluble material left in the bottom of the dish as a white precipitate, silver chloride, which can be filtered out and cemented by drying it. Not necessarily dry it, but definitely wash it off into a glass dish with some dilute sulfuric acid, put in a strip of aluminum foil, slosh it around over it, cements the silver, turns it into a gray powder that can be melted. It can also be cast into an anode, put in a silver refining cell, and refined further electrolytically. Different video series. Anyway, silver can be recovered that way. The rest of the material that's in here that is not silver, it's PGM material. And do I really want to get into that? Yes, silver can be recovered out of that with a household ammonia. And filter that to fill in the material that did not dissolve as your PGMs. You can drop your silver back out of the ammonia by reacidifying with muriatic acid, which is 34% hydrochloric. And it can be cemented the way I just said. And the rest of the PGMs, I ain't got time enough. I'll have to do another video to rattle my jaw that far along the lines. Anyway, yes, the gold can be dropped out of this with SMB. The platinum can be dropped out with ammonium chloride. Gold and the palladium will be in solution together. Well, no, they won't. Trying to think of too many things here, rattling my jaw along the lines while I am letting you watch this thing bubble. Get my tongue straight here. Anyway, it's working quite well. Just kind of thinking of things to rattle my jaw about while I'm letting you watch it work. Anyway, yep. I ain't really got anything more to say, and I'm already at 7:09. Like I said in my other video series, I've only got an 8.5 minute thing on this, so I'm going to go ahead and stop it right here. If you got any other further questions or whatnot, give me a call, make some comments, send me an email, see what I can do to help you out. Thanks for watching.